smell him distinctly.
The animals were thoroughly frightened. It seemed to them as though Snowball were some kind of invisible influence, pervading the air about them and menacing them with all kinds of dangers. In the evening, Squealer called them together, and with an alarmed expression on his face, told them that he had some serious news to report.
Comrades, the most terrible thing has been discovered. Snowball has sold himself to Frederick of Pinfield Farm, who is even now planning to take our farm away from us. Snowball is to act as his guide when the attack begins, but there is worse than that. We had thought that Snowball's rebellion was caused simply by his vanity and ambition, but we were wrong, comrades. Do you know what the reason was? Snowball was in league with Jones from the very start. He was in Jones' secret agent all the time.
I do not believe that. Snowball fought bravely at the Battle of the Cowshed. I saw him myself. Didn't he award him Animal Hero First Class immediately afterwards?
That was our mistake, comrade, for we now know it is all written down in the secret documents that we have found. That in reality he was trying to lure us to our doom.
But he was wounded. We all saw him running with blood.
That was part of the arrangement. Jones's shot only grazed him. I could show you this in writing if you were able to read it. The plot was for Snowball at the crucial moment to give a signal for flight and leave the field to the enemy. And he nearly succeeded. I will even say, comrades, he would have succeeded if it had not been for our heroic leader, Comrade Napoleon. Do you not remember how just at the moment when Jones and his men had gone inside the yard, Snowball suddenly turned and fled, and many animals followed him? And do you not remember, too, that it was just at the moment where panic was spreading, all had seemed lost, then Comrade Napoleon sprang forward with a cry of death to humanity, and sank his teeth into Jones's leg. Surely you remember that, comrades?
I do not believe that Snowball was a traitor at the beginning. What he has done since is different. But at the Battle of the Cowshed, he was a good comrade.
Our leader, Comrade Napoleon, has stated categorically, comrade, that Snowball was Jones's agent from the very beginning. Yes, and from long before the rebellion was even thought of.
Oh, that is different. If Napoleon says it, then it must be right.
This is the true spirit, comrade. I want every animal on this farm to keep his eyes very wide open, for we have reason to think that Snowball's secret agents are living among us at this moment.
4 days later, in the late afternoon, Napoleon ordered all the animals to assemble in the yard. When they were all gathered together, Napoleon emerged from the farmhouse wearing both his medals, for he had recently awarded himself Animal Hero First Class and Animal Hero Second Class, with his 9 huge dogs frisking around him and uttering growls that sent shivers down all the animals' spines. They all cowered silently in their places and seeming to know in advance that some terrible thing was about to happen. Napoleon stood sternly surveying his audience. Then he uttered a high-pitched whimper. Immediately, the dogs bounded forward and seized the pig by the ear and dragged him squealing in pain and terror to Napoleon's feet. Napoleon now called upon the pig to confess his crimes. Without any further prompting, he confessed that he had secretly been in touch with Snowball ever since his expulsion, that they had collaborated with him in destroying the windmill, and they had entered into an agreement with him to hand over Animal Farm to Mr. Frederick. A hen who had been the ringleader in the attempted rebellion over the eggs now came forward and stated that Snowball had appeared to him in a dream and incited him to disobey Napoleon's orders. Then a goose came forward and confessed to having secreted 6 ears of corn during the last year's harvest and eaten all of those 6 ears in just one night. Then a sheep confessed to having urinated in the drinking pool. Urged to do this, so she said, by Snowball. When it was all over, the remaining animals, except for the pigs and dogs, crept away in a body. They were shaken and miserable. They did not know which was more shocking, the treachery of the animals who had leagued themselves with Snowball, or the cruel retribution they had just witnessed.